Happy Sunday to you all. I hope that you all have had a great start to your week. I just wanted to offer the encouragement of the week is to encourage you all to stay committed through the storm. I want to read this scripture and I'm going to read the Passion Translation, and it reads Romans 8:28. It says, "So we are convinced that every detail of our lives is continually woven for good. For we are his lovers who have been called to fulfill his design purpose." One thing that I just want to first of all bring out is when they talk about things being fitly woven together. And when I talk about it being fitly woven together, you think about even in knitting or even this jacket that I have on, that there had to be a process wherein they got this design together from the buttons all the way down to how they have this nice collar here, all of that. You see my nice little jumpsuit, all these things had to be woven together to make this outfit, this jacket to come together. So I just want to encourage that life situations are going to happen. They're going to come. And it's so funny that, this past weekend I went to, had the greatest time, talked about how, life was changed. I was on fire. And it seems as though, how things happen to try to knock off your, you done built your nice little blocks, and then situations will come. Enemy will come, things that happen, situations that happen, try to knock those little blocks down like you were in elementary school. You were playing, you want to show the teacher, and they do something to try to get in the way and try to do something. That is what's going to happen in life. You're going to have the good, you're going to have the bad, you're going to have the ugly, you're going to have the good moments, you're going to have moments of tears, you're going to have moments of frustration. All those things are woven together to fulfill a designed purpose. Sometimes we get lost in that because we are claiming to be boss women, boss ladies, boss, all this, lady boss, all of this. But yet when situations come, or situations come to get us off track and off focus, we tend to get off focus. Or if things happen, we would think, well, maybe that wasn't meant for me to be. But sometimes that friction is what's causing for you to learn something different, for you to start refining yourself and learn something about yourself, to refine you to be able to overcome other obstacles that may come your way along the journey. So everything that you go through is not just for happenstance. It didn't just happen because you were just walking down the street and something just came up on you, just wanted to hit you. No, you have a fulfilled purpose that you're supposed to do here on the earth. And many times we get distracted by the situations, by the frustration, because we feel like, okay, God, if this really was for me, then why am I dealing with all these things? Why is it so much frustration? Why is it so many things? But the reason why you're dealing with that is because you have a fulfilled purpose that your enemy, your hater, all of that, whatever it is trying to keep you from getting there. So they're going to do what they're going to do. So you have to realize that they're going to do what they're going to do, but I have to do what I have to do, because it's all woven together. It's going, those intricate parts that I be despising is one of those major things sometimes that is my character building process. Many times it is that thing that helps me to learn stuff about people that I did not know, people that I thought were my Peter, but people down for me. And I realized they were actually a Judas. They were sent to be betrayal. They were sent to stop my purpose. They were sent to put a halt to whatever I'm supposed to be doing in life. So I realized that even though they were some Judases, and even though Jesus knew that Judas was going to betray before he even called him out, he knew all of this, but it did not stop him from fulfilling his assignment. So you cannot allow situations, circumstances hinder your purpose and your assignment. You are sent. You are called for a purpose to fulfill on the earth. It said to fulfill his designed purpose. I just want to say today you may need to take a day. Today may need to be a day that you may need to say, girl, listen, it has been one of those days, and it's okay. it was the song by New Edition that said, sunny days, everybody loves them. But baby, can you stand the rain? Wait a minute, I just sang that. Y'all, I know I can't sing, but I just think that I just did. Listen, one thing you all should know is that shower singing and that car singing is Grammy nomination. It is. So you all just got a sneak peek. It says, sunny days, everybody loves them. But can you stand the rain? Can you stand through the storm? Can you withstand and say, I'm still going to trust God even in the midst? Can you stand and say, even when my finances are crazy, that God, you still going to provide? Can you stand and continue to lead, even though you know the people that are in your circle that are betraying you? You know those people in your circle that don't like you, but you still love them anyhow. Are you able to walk in forgiveness for that person that has hurt you, that has wronged you, that have done those things to you, and you know that they did you wrong? You know that they did you dirty, but you still able to forgive and move forward? Or are you going to stay committed? Because yesterday, it was sunny outside, and then by last night, the rain was coming down so hard, and it gets messy, it gets ugly. Sometimes the mud comes through. That sometimes when it rains really hard, flooding can come through, and you begin to start thinking like things are flooding into my life. Seem like things is so much that's happening in my life. But always remember, when I talk about can you stand the rain sometimes is cleansing. The rain sometimes is purifying. That rain sometimes is taking you and cleaning out some things that need to be cleaned out. So I cannot deny the rain, because that rain may be water, and that next harvest, that rain that I am going through, that's a season that feels like a thunderstorm, but it's actually being that thing that's watering for that next harvest time for me. And when I say harvest time, it's like that next thing, that thing that I have been dreaming of, that thing that I have been sowing. Sowing means that I'm sowing this seed. I have been sowing a seed of faithfulness. I've been sowing a seed of being kind to others. I've been sowing a seed of forgiveness. I've been sowing a seed of continually showing up even when I don't feel like it. And when I know that I'm continually doing that, I'm standing through the rain. I may get my umbrella because I already know it's coming, but I know that I'm going to continually walk through. I will not allow myself to get discouraged. I will not allow myself to get at a place where I hate that part. I despise that phase in my life, even though it may have hurt, even though I be dealing with grief, even though those things have tried to knock me down, but I am going to continually move forward, because it's all working together. It's interwoven together. It's working together for my good. It may not feel good, but it's working for my good. That good may have been character building. That good may have been knowing something about somebody that you didn't know. That good may be I'm noticing thinking now I have a greater cause over my life, or to appreciate life different than I did before. We never know why. We can never really question all the times why things happen, why things had to be. But we have to know that no matter what may come our way, that we will be able to overcome it. We are reminded that we are more than conquerors. More than conquerors means that I have already conquered. It's a person that's a conqueror, but we're more than that. You may not feel like it, but just start thinking about the times that you have went through some situations and you were able to push past that. Think about those times when you felt like in the 6th grade that it was the end of the world because Johnny broke your heart, or Susie didn't respond to that love letter that you sent, and you thought it was the end of the world, but somehow you were able to make it. Just remember those times wherein there's some things you weren't doing right with your finances, but yet we say that the devil did it and all these things, whatever, but somehow your bills were still able to be paid. You still were able to eat. You still were able to buy clothes. You were still able to move and maneuver throughout life. It may have been a little tight, but you still were able to do. I say to you today, it's not about how you feel. Your feelings are so fickle. Your feelings will tell you one day to do it. Your feelings next day will tell you to run. and run quick. Your feelings will tell you one day that you're good and you are doing this thing and you're a boss lady. And then the next day you might be feeling like, I might just need to go back and do this 9 to 5. Your feelings will tell you, oh my gosh, launch this ministry and you over there speaking in tongues and I go to all this stuff or whatever, slaying all this stuff. And then the next thing you like Elijah going in the cave saying, I can't do this, God, it's just too much. It's too much. Sometimes life is like that roller coaster. It's like you're riding on this ride. But I encourage you, as I talked about in one of my posts this week about being a thermostat and not a thermometer, whenever you allow yourself to be able to be consistent, even in the storm, that means that you're able to change the atmosphere, change your attitude, change your behaviors, your environment based upon you staying consistent, as opposed to however I may feel that day or whatever person may come do something or how I may feel, I will go with the flow. If they say I'm going to do this thing and I know that I felt like I was supposed to be doing one thing, but now that didn't work, so I'm going to go into something else. Stay committed to something to see it to the end. See it to the end. Today is not the day to throw in the towel. I tell you today, not today. Not today. Today is the day that you can begin a new start. Today is the day that I need to stay consistent. I may need to take a time of rest to kind of get a regroup and a refocus. But I just noticed like this week, it was like, okay, yeah, you did that. Oh yeah, you done did all that. Okay, well, we're gonna see what you're working with. Are you gonna really stay with it? Yes, sir, I am. I might be crying. My heart might be hurting. I may have shed some tears this week, but I tell you what, I'm going to stay committed because I'm giving a yes to my purpose. However that purpose is, I'm giving it a yes. I'm giving it a yes. Continually working to fulfill his design purpose. Do not allow what has been designed in your life before you were born to not ever be taken hold of to be fulfilled. It's kind of like eating a meal and you eating halfway through and you're not completely full yet. Or you're looking at a jacket, this jacket here, and this one arm here that's not working right, and one half may be on, the other half off. You have to be able to work the work to fulfill it. And you want to be able to do it consistently. Even in the midst of situations, don't let it hold you back. All right. So you all have a great week. And as always, walk in purpose. And also this week, I will be posting the Get Back to Your Health and Happiness Masterclass. We're going to be taking back 2024 for the leaders. I want you to tap in. It's going to be 3 days live with me. We're going to go in about how you can develop a blueprint that's going to be bulletproof. You heard what I said? It's going to be bulletproof on how you can start getting your health back as a leader, get to a place of happiness, and truly walk in this thing, fulfill purpose out. So it's time to get it this year. So when I post it, be sure to sign up. You don't want to miss it if you're a leader, and then pass it on to someone else so they can sign up as well. All right. You all have a great rest of the week. And as always, walk in purpose. Bye now.